And we're live. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the Assetto Corsa Offline Championship here for the third ever ACOC Classic event, as we're here at the Fuji Speedway for the classic Japanese GP with cars from the 1999 season. My name is Miran Evji in the commentary booth, and joining me for a second time for ACOC Classic is Giuseppe Stella. Hello, hello.
Yeah, welcome everyone. Today, as you can see in our classic event, I am very happy to be joining Miran in the commentary booth. As you can see, as you already said, we are in Japan, Fuji, for the classic event. This time, the 1999 cars. Let's see how this pans out. Seems like, to be fair, these are like probably my favorite cars of all time from now on. I gotta admit.
Oh yes, indeed, they look very, very good. And they sound great as well, as we're just going to hear Thunjatun Konkam as he comes down the start-finish straight. We're going to hear that beautiful engine. Yeah, no audio on the screen share, but I think you guys watching the YouTube stream heard that at least. Yeah, but before we get underway with qualifying, we've got 20 minutes of qualifying ahead of us, so no three-stage qualifying format as we did last time. It is just classic, regular 20-minute qualifying. We're going to go through the track then. So the Fuji Speedway, located in the foothills of Mount Fuji in Oyama, Japan. This circuit first opened in 1965. Owned by the Fuji Speedway Corporation, which was launched 2 years earlier. This circuit was originally actually meant to host NASCAR, which is pretty strange, but yeah, this was meant to be an oval, and it was designed to be a 4-kilometer banked super speedway. However, due to funding issues, that fell short. Then in 1965, Mitsubishi took over the track, and they rebranded it to the circuit that we know of today. Yeah, it first started hosting sports cars, then Formula 1 came here, and then a bunch of series as well. Even IndyCar was supposed to race here, but yeah, today we see a lot of various different racing series. Obviously, Formula 1 does not compete here anymore, as Toyota bought the rights to this circuit a few years ago, so yeah, and they're not an F1 anymore. But series like Super Formula, Formula Regional Japan, Super GT, and the Fuji 6 Hours usually visit here quite frequently. Yeah, Formula 1 did not race here in 1999, but yeah, they did race here last time in 2008. So we haven't seen these breed of cars at this circuit yet, but let's go through the track details then. So this configuration, the fifth and current configuration, 4.563 kilometers, 16 turns, obviously a very long straight. I don't really know how long it is, but a race lap record in Formula 1 is a 118.4 set in 2008. I think we are going to see definitely slower lap times around here, as these are very old cars, so maybe in the 120, somewhere around that. As we're now having the first few times come in on the board, it is Rahul Patel in the beautiful West livery McLaren, as he's fastest at the moment, with Ari Soilu, who I believe is in the McLaren as well, in P2 at the moment. No, it's Ari Soilu in the Mile 7 Benetton. Soilu goes down to P3 as Remus McGregor goes up into P2. Very interesting grid then we've got here for the classic event, Giuseppe. What'd you say?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something like to say, but like, yeah, of course, McLaren up there on top because, as you know, Hakkinen won the championship in 1999, not by much. Eddie Irvine only like 4 points behind them. So like Ferrari and McLaren were the main competitors back in the day in 1999, so they look like the favorites here. But who knows? Last time out, you know, with the 2014 cars, McLaren didn't look so well. So, but like, of course, these are different cars, so you know, they're already looking good this time around. But yeah, Fuji. To be fair, this is like one of my personal favorite tracks. It's just it has that good mix of corners and then that long straight. You can see a lot of like slipstream battles happen. It's just like the perfect combination, you know. So I'm really happy that we chose this track.
Yeah, it really is. Fuji is a great circuit, not only in how spectacularly it is, like where it's located, but just how it drives as well. It's a really nice circuit, and the blend of just fast straights and sweeping corners makes this for a really, really good circuit. As we have a new pole sitter now. It's Emilia Condiciono, the other McLaren, that takes pole from teammate Rahul Patel in P2. So it is a McLaren 1-2 at the moment. Obviously, as you did say, Giuseppe, 1999, the season where Mika Häkkinen took his first ever World Championship. Then it's Rimas Bulgarian P3 from Giuseppe Stella in the Ferrari P4. And then it's Ari Soilu in the Benetton P5. As we're having a few...
Not me, the Ferrari, by the way. That's like my clone, guys. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And here's Alfred Klaus in the Winfield Williams. Obviously, remember, 1999 was a pretty bad season for Williams. And they did not really do well, considering to their former years running the Rothmans livery. Not that it has anything to do, but if you remember Frank Williams famously saying that he would never paint a Williams car in red again. It did not really go well for them. Alfred Klaus though in P6. So we'll see if he can get a good qualifying result here at Fuji.
But yeah, you're right about the location. It's like located really close, not anywhere like in the bottom near Mount Fuji, but still very close. Mount Fuji also considered one of the three, I don't know how to say this, religious mountains in Japan, because it's like three also with the Mount Tate and the Mount Haku. Just a fun fact there for you guys about Japanese culture. And it's also one of the most known mountains in the world, to be fair. I think a lot of you guys have heard of the Fuji. Like I don't know anyone who hasn't heard of it, to be fair. It's also a volcano, so you know.
Yeah, it's probably one of the most famous mountains that's out there. As Dennis Graff in the Jordan posts P2, one completely just 7/10 off Conditiono for pole. What an absolutely great lap time from Conditiono there. 7/10 clear of anyone else. We'll see if that lap time will be able to be challenged. As just looking through the field, we have some very, very interesting names. Obviously, Giuseppe Stella in the Ferrari P5, Ari Soilu in the Benetton P6, Noah Clifton in the Jordan P8, Luca Eiger, who this is technically the first time we ever see him in the ACOC, as he just got called up to DTM to race. So he'll be making his DTM debut when the season kicks off. Same goes for Alex Luan in P10. Then we have quite a few improvements there. Adam Hidayat, who you probably haven't heard that name for a while. There he is in P7. Adam Hidayat, who had a bit of a sabbatical, let's say, in the middle of the 2018 season. He's now back, which is great to see. Currently he is without the C, so he's a free agent. But we'll see if he'll make his return anytime during the 2019 season. Either way, it's great to have him back in the ACOC fraternity. So we'll see how he does for this race. At least remember, Adam Hidayat, when in the first ever ACOC Classic event, he won that. So we'll see how he does today. Then you got some interesting guys on the field as well. Minardi, Will Parrish and Franco Gamba. And then the absolute chads at BAR, Aaron Curtis and Kai Jirajin are currently in last place. Thought we probably mentioned that, considering that I don't think a lot of people would willingly go for BAR, considering how bad they were in the 1999 season. But you have to say, really, really nice livery that is on the BAR, in my opinion.
I'm not sure, but I think this livery is made like this because it was originally supposed to have two different liveries, but F1 didn't allow that, so they just made it like this. And I think there's like a sort of zipper on the nose of the car. I've always found that really fun, to be fair.
Yeah,
fun fact to know about this car. That's why it looks like that. But I think some people do know this too. So
yeah, but that fact is correct. BAR, when they entered F1, they wanted to run 2 different liveries for their drivers, that being Jacques Villeneuve and Ricardo Zonta, but they were not allowed to by the FIA, so they ran this like zipper livery. And I think it looks really good, to be honest. I really like the white and red Lucky Strike, and then the dark blue 555 livery, reminiscent of the Subaru World Rally Championship team. I wish they would have ran a dark blue, like full dark blue livery. That would have looked really good. As Ari Soilo goes P5 in the Benetton ahead of Giuseppe Stella, and Luca Eiger in the Stewards P5 as well. Very, very nice stuff from him. As the Swiss driver goes P5, Alfred Klaus P7. So yeah, just you have to say the 90s was really one of the greatest eras of F1 liveries, in my opinion. They just all looked so good.
Yeah, I mean, the bar, it has like that unique feeling to it. It's probably one of the most unique platform liveries we've ever seen so far.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, there's also like the Earth livery, but we don't talk about that really.
Yeah, that was not really associated to successful liveries, let's just say that.
Not even big ones, really.
Yeah. I mean, this livery as well, the Sauber, the Red Bull Petronas Sauber, such a weird combination to say now. Red Bull and Petronas sponsoring the same team, considering how it is nowadays. But it's such a classic livery. And then there's stuff like the Prost with a dark blue, looks very good in my opinion. The Jordan, the yellow Jordan, looks very, very good. And even the BAR with the Repsol livery, albeit with a bit of questionable sponsorship, but either way, just really, really good liveries up and down the field. And yeah, it's really nice to have these 1999 cars pounding around the field. Dennis Groff, though, still in P2, as he actually went a bit wide there, but Dennis Groff in P2, very, very valiant effort from the world champion in the Jordan, P2, as he's between the 2 McLarens. Then it's the Ferrari of McGregor in P4. Obviously, he was in the Ferrari last time out when we were doing the 2013 season at the Hockenheimring. Did not go too well for him, unfortunately. As there's Franco Gamba in the Minardi P10. Very, very nice stuff. Obviously, Minardi, backmarker team, but a very lovable one at that. They famously did not score. I think they only scored 1 point during the 1999 season. Originally, it was supposed to be 2, but if you remember back to the 1999 European Grand Prix, where Luca Badoer was running P4, then his transmission broke, I think it was, and yeah, he broke out in tears. So yeah, it was a bit of a sad moment for Minardi, but let's see if they can score any points. Obviously, points don't really matter. It's all just only for fun. It's Franco Gamba. Here he is having a nice little scrap with the Ferrari, actually. Wow, he's actually giving that Ferrari a very good run for its money. But yeah, that's gonna ruin their laps at least.
Which one of the Ferraris is that? I can't really see.
I don't really know. I don't think that's Giuseppe Stella.
Yeah, I don't know my own team, but I'm very sorry about it. I'm gonna find it real quick.
Yeah, McGregor, that is. Remus McGregor is...
It was also the Ferrari last one.
Yeah, it was. And yeah, not a lot of improvements. Gamba won't improve as I just say that. As I just say that. What? What?
What a lap!
That is, ladies and gentlemen, that is Franco Gamba, P2 in a Minardi. Yep. Okay. And yeah, Thunjatran Konkam also went up with the P10, but that is what? That is Franco Gamba P2 as Huang Min Nguyen in the Williams goes P3. Yeah. That is certainly something very, very interesting when you see a Minardi out qualifying both Ferraris, but here we are. As that in P11 is, I was gonna say Abra Chowdhury, but that is Fongchano Chowshainat in the BAR. As there, or not the BAR, or the Arrows, as he's trying to get past the BAR, who is just ahead of him there. That is really, really strange, though. Oh, goodness me. as there is Chow Shai not trying to win the BAR there, as Will Parrish gets himself up to P18, and we are averaging the Prost P19 as Alex Luan sets an improved as well, but he stays P15. What on earth though? There's a minority P2. Either way, we'll see if that will stay, and it doesn't. There's Noah Clifton in the Jordan. Now it takes P2. Seems a bit more like it. Either way, as Franco Gamba P3. As I have a question, is it equal to cars? I don't think it is. However,
although it seems like, but
no, I don't think it's equal cars. I just think with the performances, we might have made them a bit too close. I don't really know, but yeah, either way, it's only for fun, so it doesn't really matter that too much. As Ari Soil in the Benetton goes P3, Rail Patel is just coming out of line, as he's just going to start his lap there. There behind him is the minority of, I believe that is Will Parrish. Yeah, there he is. As Miran Evich in the Prost P18. I quite like that Prost livery. I mean, no, it's just dark blue, yes, but I still think it looks very good. It's
also,
very
guys,
nice.
absolutely not the Miran Evich that's commenting. That's like his clone. Like a...
Yeah. As there's Giuseppe Stella as he goes P2 in the Ferrari. Now it's looking more like it, as we have a Ferrari in P2. And then Noah Clifton there in third. And Ari Soil in P4. We'll see if anyone can challenge, though. Stella with a P2 time. Still 5/10 off Konishina. That is an absolutely just brilliant lap time. And I wonder if we're going to see that defeated with 2.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, it's not much time left. As you can see, we went to the traditional ACOC quali format for this time around. I don't know, we're not really sure about the Q1, Q2, Q3 system, although it is a good system, but come on, you guys can also always give us your opinions on what you like more, because that always helps us out. Any constructive criticism is like greatly appreciated anytime, so you know.
Yeah, we always appreciate constructive criticism in the ACOC, so if you have any feedback or just thoughts in general, make sure to put them in our Discord and we will have a look at them. Meanwhile, Rail Patel taking P2 from Stella there, as it's now once again a McLaren 1-2, with Konishina being the lead McLaren, and then it's Patel in P2. As here's Luca Eiger, the Swiss driver, as he is behind his Stewart teammate. Let's see if he'll get a nice toe down the main straight. Let's see if this will be any good for the Swiss, as it's not an improvement. Neither is it for his Stewart teammate, who I believe is Nyatan Konkum. Yes, it is. So neither of them improve. They stay P11 and P14. Here's the man in P15, Henry J. Brown, in the Repsol Arrows. Always love me a good Repsol livery, but obviously the main sponsor of this car is, let's just say, a bit fraudulent. As, yep, Emilia Konishina sets an improvement, a 1:22.001, as we thought that time couldn't get any better. It does.
Yeah, she's beating Patel by half a second, which is a lot in Formula 1 terms. Like, I thought, yeah, no way she's gonna improve that lap. Guess what she does?
Wow.
Patel going really close. The McLarens are just on another planet.
Yeah, and this wasn't even a very dominant season for McLaren. I mean, to think about it, Häkkinen only won the championship by 2 points from Ferrari's Eddie Irvine. So
4. 4 points.
Oh, 4. Yeah.
It's fine. No. Still not a big margin, because if you remember, the points in 1999 were still top 6. The winner only got like 10 points, not 25. So very close still. And Ollie has finished. I think we're going to see a McLaren 1-2 with Konishina on the pole.
Yeah, let's see Yeah, we're gonna see then as Stella, Clifton, and Soyle are in the pits. Clifton just came into the pits. So does Nguyen. We'll see if McGregor. No, McGregor's not gonna go. He's in the pits as well. So it's a Ferrari all the way down in P10, being outqualified by the minority of Franco Gamba. What a legend that guy is. We'll see Rael Patel though if he can beat his teammate for pole. Let's see then as the Indian driver, now Indian. As remember, he switched nationality for 2019. We're going to see then as he will cross the line. Will be an improvement for Rael Patel? No, it is not. Franco Gamba behind. No improvement for him either. Here's Dennis Groff as he's making his way around the few final corners. We're going to see Erki Nytto in the Prost. As he's P19 at the moment. Can he get himself out of 19th place? Let's see then as he makes his way down the start-finish straight and across the line for the Estonian and gets himself up into P17 ahead of Luan and teammate FG. Here's Dennis Groff as he's coming into the pits. I believe he's the final car to set a lap time, or I believe he's the final car out on track at the moment. At least I think so. Is he? I think he is. As we're just waiting for him to come across the start-finish line officially. Oh, no, there he is, into the pits. And yes, that is qualifying over, and it is Emilia Konishina for McLaren who takes pole ahead of the Japanese Grand Prix. So then, the starting grid then for the 2018 ACOC Classic Japanese GP. And we're going to go through it 4x4. So, yeah, I will start. It is Emilia Konishina, the McLaren driver, who takes pole ahead of the race here at Fuji with Rael Patel, McLaren 1-2 as the other McLaren starts in second place. Giuseppe Stella for Ferrari starts P3 as it's Noah Clifton in the Jordan in P4.
Yeah, then we got Iris Soil in P5, Dennis Groff P6, Franco Gamba in P7, Hongmin Nguyen in P8, and then we have Alfred Klaus P9 and Remus McGregor with the other Ferrari in P10.
Yes, Luca Eiger is P11 as he is accompanied by Functional Chow Shainat, the Thai driver, in P12, followed by Adam Hidayat in P13 and then Sunyatran Konkum in 14th.
Then we have Henry, I don't know if Henry Brown, Henry J. Brown, well, same thing. Then Byronas, the stream is laggy, I can't read it, but he's in the P16. I'm very sorry, please forgive me. Eric Chinit and Alex Luan.
Yeah, and then it's Miran Evgi in P19 and Will Parrish, the minority, in P20. And the final two spots on the grid will be taken by the BARs of Aaron Curtis and Kai Cherezhnia. So let's get on the way with the race then. There is our safety car. Throwing it back classic with a more classic Porsche as it's Emilia Konishina on pole as we got 5 lights, 22 laps ahead of us. Let's see as we go underway here at the Fuji Speedway. Think it's a good start for Konishina then. Can Patel get the jump on his McLaren teammate? He does not look to have it. Maybe actually into turn 1. Yeah, there is Patel on the inside as the two McLarens will try to swap for position. Patel on the inside as they head into turn 3. He's going to have the outside line as Dennis Groff and Giuseppe Stella there side by side for P3. Patel on the outside. He's going to the inside line though, heading into the fast right-hander. Can Rael Patel take the lead as it's very, very close between the two McLarens as we're already having a very, very good battle for the race lead. Konishina now on the inside as Patel into the braking zone on the outside. Patel though, the Brit's going to have the inside once again into this corner. Can he take the lead of the Japanese Grand Prix as the two McLarens fiercely locked in battle into the braking zone now? Konishina's going to try to swing around the outside of Rael Patel. Holds on to the lead for now. What a great battle. But I think the battle for P3 is still going on as Giuseppe Stella comes out victorious for P3 at the moment. Dennis Groff has fallen down to P4. Meanwhile, the two Thai drivers of Konkum and Chow Shainat are battling as Chow Shainat, yeah, there he is, battling with Sunyatran Konkum, the steward, as Konkum trying to get past Luca Eiger has fallen down a bit though, as Miran Evgi in P20 trying to hold off the BAR of Aaron Curtis, but it is, as we enter lap 2 out of 22, it's Emilia Konishina leading from Rael Patel, Giuseppe Stella, Dennis Groff and Noah Clifton, but the battles are far from over as we're still very, very close here, ladies and gentlemen. Sunyatran Konkum trying to get past Chow Shinat. Chow Shinat now putting the pressure on Luca Eiger for P11 as he's having a very, very good few opening laps. As Chow Shinat's going to swing around the outside, there's a crash and multiple cars involved. Brown and Loki Delis, and then Cherezhny and Hidayat is involved in that as well. What's happened there? As that's Hidayat out of the Classic GP, second Classic GP, and that is him out. Cherezhny is able to get that back on rolling, but Brown and Loki Delis might not be so lucky, as here's Luca Eiger trying to defend from Chow Shinat.
Sorry.
Yeah, they're out as Chow Shinat and Eiger now swapping back and forth. Is Chow Shinat really going to get both stewards here as he switches to the outside line now through the S's into the braking zone? Goes a bit wide though, still gets the cutback on him. Very, very good move from function of Chow Shinat. That is him into P11.
Yeah, great racing in these first few laps. Just racing left and right, top, center, whatever position, name it, there's racing there. Like, man, also that battle between the McLarens is just something else.
Yeah, it
and
is
we're
really
getting some racing, like, mind you.
Yeah, we are getting quite a lot of racing here as Chow Shinat doesn't give up. He gets past Alfred Klaus into the top 10. Might he get Franco Gam over P9 here? He maybe could, and he's going to try swinging around the outside of the minority. I can't believe this, as he was P12 or P13 on lap 1. He's P9 in the span of 3 laps as he gets past Franco Gamba. Goodness me, function of Chow Shinat take a bow as he's P9 now at the moment. Wow.
Yeah, he's on a roll, like, I don't know what he's got on the back of his car, but it's, I don't know, a rocket ship, and it's not, well, I was gonna make the Alonso joke, but let's not, because it's an old joke. Yeah, we've seen some of the time this was sadly, we can show you guys what happened, but we'll tell you guys afterwards. And it's just some great racing here on Fuji.
Yeah, it really, really is. I think Alfred Klaus was trying to get past Franco Gamba there as well. He didn't quite get the opportunity to do it. He might get into turn 1, but oh, poor exit out of that last corner. That could allow Luca Eiger to try and make a move on Alfred Klaus. Yep, here he goes on the straight with that slipstream as the stewards going to line up alongside the Williams. This is the battle for P11, ladies and gentlemen, as Luca Eiger is going to be on the inside into turn 1 on Alfred Klaus. As here he goes, the Swiss driver. And I think he has got the move done on Alfred Klaus. Very nice stuff. Just clean, simple move from Luca Eiger. And that's him up into P11.
Yeah, there's already 4 laps gone by. You know, that's just, I guess, yeah, the race has been going pretty fast. And so have these drivers here. Like, overtakes after overtake. Except for the top 3, where yes, we had a great battle, but Kanishna did come up victorious of that, and now she's building quite a big gap, like 1.7 seconds. That's quite a lot, to say the least.
Yeah, that is a pretty big gap, leading by 1.7 seconds from teammate Patel. It's going to be McLaren 1-2 by how it stands, but I should probably not say that at the moment, considering I have a history of jinxing drivers and teams. Luca Eiger, though, in P11, doing a very, very nice job. And then in P12 is Alfred Klaus. His teammate Nguyen is in P6 at the moment. Klaus actually with quite a decent run then on Luca Eiger. Could try and come back at the Swiss driver P11. Here he is on the inside. Ooh, bit of shaking around there for Eiger. Let's see then Klaus if he can get this move done. Can he re-overtake the steward of Luca Eiger? Yes, he does. I think Eiger almost actually went off the track there. But that is Alfred Klaus back up into P11. So they trade places once more as Alfred Klaus now on the back of Franco Gamba once more.
Yeah, this midfield's looking very, very entertaining down here. I gotta tell you how it is. And yeah, Alfred Klaus seems pretty quick. Pretty quick. Can he get past Franco Gamba? That's the question. It does seem pretty close. Now he's gonna try and look for an opportunity in the next few corners. Maybe try line up for the straight. Who knows? We'll have to see how it pans out. But he surely does look faster than Franco Gamba at the moment, at least. Or maybe my eyes are deceived me. I don't know. Maybe it isn't like that. But I think if his teammate is P6, I think he's probably trying to get up there and try to like equal the teams so that they get more points. You know, what do they matter? It's Alfred Klaus with a mistake, and that's Luca Eiger just getting past. Like, thank you very much. Gets back into P11. But Klaus now on the straight. He does look like he has the overspeed, or does he? I know he's trying to look for that move down the inside. I think they're side by side. And they are. Can he get it down the first turn? Not quite. They're side by side. Eiger not giving up. Klaus though ahead on track, but they're side by side, so it doesn't mean much. Through the corners, just side by side racing. This is beautiful to see. Franco Gamba, like they're catching up to Franco Gamba a bit somehow. Oh, as he dips a wheel into the grass. No spin for him there. That was quite risky. But I think maybe he's got it done. No, not yet. Just Eiger not giving up for that P11 place. But finally he has to back down. But I think he's still there actually. I don't know for sure. Yeah, he is. And he's gonna go for the move now. Can he get it now? Down the inside, which turns into the outside. But no, Alfred Klaus defends. Great racing here.
Oh yes, definitely. That is absolutely brilliant racing. That's what we love to see. Yeah, just Klaus with a mistake out of absolutely nowhere. Eiger just completely slips past. And, you know, then we had a very great battle. Almost went on for the entire lap, that was. Very, very good stuff. And now we have these three in such a close position. I think Klaus, is he close enough to try it on Franco Gamba? He might try and send one on the inside of the Italian as he lines up alongside the Minardi. Has he got it done? He got it done before the corner. Yeah, that is, the Minardi, not a very powerful machine in the straight then. As here is Klaus's teammate, Wang Ming Nguyen. On the inside of Remus McGregor in the Ferrari. McGregor has a bit of an easier time defending though. So, not being able to try it. Here's Will Parrish and Aaron Curtis. Bit of a battle a bit further down the field as Parrish is going to try to swing around the outside of the BAR, trying to defend from the Irishman. As he's going to have the inside line, better traction, and that is Parrish in the minority defending from Curtis in the BAR.
Yeah, I'm racing here down the field too. That's always nice to see.
Yeah, battles up and down the field. Here's the Nyaton Konkum in the meanwhile, as he is behind his teammate Luca Eiger, I think he might be looking for a way past his teammates. As, we'll see. But Alfred Klaus then up into P10. He's got an entire 2 seconds to Chow Shine at P9.
Indeed. So, field looking quite close, except for top 3 being more away from the others. And Konishna just, I don't know, I think she's in a race by the gap she's set between her and Patel.
Oh yeah, definitely. As Remus McGregor now has the fastest lap. That is very, very interesting. We could see the Scotsman trying to catch up to Noah Clifton, but now we're going to see Eiger on Franco Gamba, as Eiger is going to be on the inside heading into the first corner. Can Gamba try and put up some resistance as he tries to hold him on the outside, kind of the inside line to this corner, but it's going to turn into the outside once more as we're going to head on to the long right-hander then. Eiger already ahead, and that is Luca Eiger. Up into P11, the Eiger-Klaus battle might still not be over. Let's see if the man in the Stewart can still catch up with Klaus.
Yeah, Klaus now sitting there in the top 10 spot. He's built quite the gap to Gamba and now Eiger. So, looking like he's setting his eyes on China, that is. He's also had some pretty good initial laps. Now he's back down a bit because there's a gap between the car ahead of him, which is Soidu. Here we are now with McGregor, who is behind Jordan, that is. I don't know what to do, but
that is Clifton.
It is. He's behind Clifton. And now down the straight, can use the slipstream to get past one, or maybe, the Jordans are pretty close. You can try and go for both of them if he does have the pace to do so. But first, he has to get Clifton, and he is gonna try and get him. Can he make the move down the inside? Yes, he can. And is he gonna get it? No, not quite. Clifton, of course, defending. Doesn't want to give up that P5 spot very easily. as they're now side by side for that P5 spot. Still side by side, through the left-hander. Yeah, I think left-hander, right? That's McGregor pass now. So Ferrari driver starting far back in P10, is doing a bit of a comeback race here, isn't it? And now he set his eyes onto Clifton's teammate.
Yeah, McGregor doing a very, very well job. He actually might try it on the inside of Dennis Groff. Oh, that was very, very far back. I don't think that would have worked, and it didn't. But either way, McGregor seems to be picking up the pace here, and I think he might try to get past Dennis Groff, but it goes wide again. Let's see though if that Ferrari power can help him on the straight, as he's going to try to fight off Dennis. He's going to have to try and fight Dennis Groff for that P4 position. As the more he stays behind Jordan, the more time he's losing to teammate Stella in P3. Let's see then as we head down the start-finish straight. Remus McGregor, is he close enough to try to move on Dennis Groff? I don't think he is. No, he's not. He's he's staying in P5 at the moment. I think there was actually a battle. I think Thunyatun Konkum got past Franco Gamba there at the back of the field, but the field still staying relatively close. Everyone very, very close within each other, except for Kornishin has pulled off by 4 seconds, and then Kai Trezhny was 14 seconds behind due to that little accident he had on lap 2, I think it was. But he's just chilling. McGregor though still trying to put the pressure on Dennis Groff. He actually had a look for the move there. I think it's not a matter of if, I think it's just a matter of when McGregor is going to get past Groff, and we'll see if Dennis can put some good defending towards the Scotsman.
Yeah, Dennis Groff here is he's keeping he's holding his own, so good racing by and keeping that E4 spot, which is a very good position to be completely honest. But now down the straight, of course down the straight, like a pretty long one, so you can get a lot of slipstream. He's in a slipstream really, like I don't know where he's pointing his car to, but yeah, now he is in a slipstream. Maybe he's just trying to see if there's maybe a gap going for that overtake, but for now I think he's just maybe conserving a bit so that he can then just go full attack later on.
I don't know, McGregor was losing time on the straight. That's very strange, but we'll see if the corners is where McGregor is going to shine the most. So Remus is going to have to hope that Groff has a bad exit out of one corner, so he can set up a move for the next, as he keeps on trying it on Dennis Groff, but just can't complete those moves. Either way, we'll see if McGregor is able to pass Groff. Groff being put under a lot of pressure though. Very calm defending from the German, as we do see in the actual ACOC. And we'll see if McGregor is able to get him now as we approach the final corner. As it's about a 4-tenth difference between the two. Let's see if McGregor is able to get Dennis Groff, as he is closing, and he's closing even further. Here he is. He's going to try the move on Groff, as he's going to have the inside line into turn 1. McGregor on the inside into the first corner. Groff having to go the long way around, as he's going to try to defend from the Ferrari, as they're wheel to wheel at the moment. Groff not wanting to give an inch to the Scotsman, as Groff's going to have the inside line. McGregor having to go on the outside. McGregor though is going to switch to the inside, as I think he's got the move done. Has he? Yes, he has. That is Remus McGregor, ladies and gentlemen, clearing out both Jordans, and he's now up at P4.
Yeah, so that's now the Ferraris 3 and 4. As we head back to the infield battle, Alfred Klaus now has seemed to have catched up to Chao China. Alfred Klaus looking to like, he's pretty fast today, so wouldn't be a surprise if, as you can see here, he's had a look. As I was saying, wouldn't be a surprise if he gets a good result today.
Yeah, Alfred Klaus doing very, very well. So is Frank Chow China. But let's see who will prevail in this battle between Klaus and Chow China, as the Swede is trying to follow the Thai driver around the circle, trying to find the place to make the move. As we're lap 13 out of 22 already. Konishina 5.2 seconds in the lead. Yeah. That's a crash. And I think that's Alex Luong. Yes, it is. And what has happened to Alex Luong? Either way, I think that is the Vietnamese driver out of the session. That is the 4th DNF. I think that's both Saubers out.
Yeah, could be. So Sauber, not the best of days for them.
Yeah, it really isn't. Here's Miran Evgen, the Proston, as he's trying to look at Franco Gamba. Gamba just falling down the order at the moment, as Evgen has both teammate Erki Nytt and then also Will Parrish there, sitting happily in P16. We'll see if these guys can get past Franco Gamba, as Gamba's pace seems to have dropped off. Can't really blame him though, considering that Minority is not a very, very fast car. So we will see. Here's Giuseppe Stella in P3 at the moment, as he's on the back of Rahul Patel. He's been on the back of Patel for quite a while now, just sitting and biding his time, trying to wait for Patel to maybe slip up, and then he'll make the move. At the moment, though, it does not look to be close enough to try just yet, as I think Stella would probably want to have a go at closing down that gap for the lead, but we'll see if that will happen. Here's Alpha Klaus then. He could try and get P9 here, but I think he is not closing in enough on the straight just yet. No, he's actually falling behind, so yeah, no move from Alpha Klaus there. We'll see if you can get him for the next lap, though. Chow China in the arrows. Here's a move, though. Here's Will Parrish on Erki Nytt, as Parrish, the American, on the inside of the Estonian Erki Nytt. The two are going to be side by side once again. Parrish going to have the long way round now as they head into turn 3. As he's going to go on the outside. There's Miran Evgen. Hopefully he won't be able to get... hopefully he won't hold these two guys up too much, as Parrish is on the inside now. As Nytt on the outside dips a wheel into the grass, as Parrish gonna have to go the long way around. Can he defend? He just barely manages to, as the battle goes on corner for corner for corner, as Parrish now with the inside line gets past Erki Nytt, and a very, very good battle, as he might...
To be fair, so I think this battle will go on. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, a very, very good battle. Very, very close with Parrish, which is basically sandwiched in between the two Prosts there. I think he could get Miran Evgen here as well. But yeah, very, very good battle between the two, as we're having very good racing. Yeah, let's see that as we approach the start-finish straight. Will Parrish is going to be on the back of Miran Evgen now. Parrish obviously was confirmed for Formula 2 this season. He'll be hoping to impress in F2 in the ACOC, and then behind him Erki Nytt, who's stepping up to Formula E. So a lot of graduates this year. So here's Will Parrish on Miran Evgen, trying to get the other Prost now. Will Parrish, as he's going to be on the inside. Can he complete the move though? I don't think he can, as it's just a bit too far away to try the move. No, here he goes on the inside of Evgen. Can he hang on though? I don't think he can. Parrish getting a bit creative, but unfortunately just a bit too far behind to try the move in the for the time being.
Yeah, also just to note the lap 15 out of 22, so we've gotten past the half the race, and we're heading into the final laps. 8 laps to go, approximately. So let's see how this race continues.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. As there's, I think, was that Parrish going right? I don't know, but either way, this gaggle of cars is still pretty close. So we'll see how this goes. Here's out for Klaus. In the meanwhile, as he is trying to get past Function of Chow China, but Klaus has the two stewards for company there behind of Luca Eiger and Tornetto Bonkom. So they've actually caught up to. They've caught up to the Swede now, so they're back. So this group of cars is now back where they used to be. with each other. As Klaus is trying to put Chow Shinat under pressure at the moment, but Chow Shinat does not cede. Very, very good race from the man from Thailand. So he has Miran Evgeny P14 still trying to fend off Will Parrish as he's stuck between the two Minardis at the moment. It's Prost Minardi as the two backmarker cars fighting amongst each other. Here's Alfred Klaus once again as we see the man in the Winfield liveried Williams car. Williams taking on a lot of tobacco sponsors in the 90s. Have you noticed that? First you had the what was it? Oh god, no. Yeah, you had the Rothmans Williams, and then you had the Winfield Williams. I think there was one before. I think they were sponsored by Barclays, if I remember correctly, in the 80s. So Williams probably has one of the most iconic lyrics of the 90s, and they all feature tobacco sponsors. So, yeah, there's that.
Yeah, but the Rothmans livery, to be fair, looks pretty good in my opinion. So.
Oh yes, definitely. It's probably one of the best or iconic F1 liveries out there. And yeah, there was also camel on the Rothmans Williams. So I think we are seeing a move here. For some reason my Discord is being strange, so I can't see the move, but oh, I just completely missed this. Yeah, here's Luca Eiger on Alfred Klaus as he into turn 3 on the outside of Alfred Klaus and Luca Eiger as you have the inside line now, as this battle is going to go on for quite a bit, I presume. As Eiger now on the inside goes to the outside line of Alfred Klaus. There is Chow Shinat as he might hold up these two guys. Eiger now switches to the inside line. Klaus still side by side with the Swiss driver as they are gonna go wheel to wheel once more. Eiger though on Chow Shinat, that's not gonna work, and it hasn't. But Klaus still remaining side by side. That was a bit too. Yeah, I think Eiger tried to bit off more than he could chew, but he has got the move done on Alfred Klaus. Wow.
Yeah, just great racing here. If we're like we had all race long, to be fair.
Yeah, very, very nice. As we have a comment in chat from Fanboy Studio, aka Huang Ming Nguyen. I got a feeling the commentary combined with the atmosphere sounds like an Olympic competition. Might it be because I mentioned the drivers' nationalities a bit too much? I'll probably maybe refrain from doing that.
I think that's the reason why.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I have to, most of these drivers don't have a very big career in the ACOC, so I have to have something to mention about them. Here's Wang Ming Nguyen in the meanwhile, as he was trying to make the move. No, Clifton for P6. Williams is looking quite strong today, as yeah, Nguyen trying to get past Clifton. Can't quite do it at the moment though, as Ari Soda there in P8 might get his hands into this as well.
Yeah. So I think the race now has calmed down a bit, but as I say that, there's surely going to be some racing as for the next few laps. Like this pack for which is P9 is pretty close. And I noticed McGregor also gotten closer to Steven Stella to like 4/10 off. So can we see a Ferrari battle? But Stella's being close to Patel all race, just always 6/10 off. I've noticed, just not being able to get that as I say that. Yes, McGregor is indeed trying to move. Can he get past down the first corner? Yes, he can. Stella is gonna try and defend from him, as they now are going to go side by side, after you've seen many drivers do this race, trying to give each other space, because of course they're in the same team, and going through the corners side by side. Just spectacular to see, to be fair. And this is for the podium, mind you, so McGregor now, Patel also, they're getting close to Patel, so maybe they can join it, maybe make this a fight for P2, as Stella now gets past the head on track, but they're still side by side. So the two Ferrari drivers just gifting us some spectacular racing here. It's beautiful to see. As I think McGregor is not even going to try and move on Stella, but also on Patel. That doesn't work out as planned. Stella's still trying to fight back, but just that's McGregor up into P3. Man.
Yeah, what a battle. McGregor also there with a slide, just kicking out the rear. But yeah, they were almost side by side for the entire lap. Great stuff from the Ferrari drivers. Really, really clean and respectful battle. And yeah, just they did a really, really good job. That's Remus McGregor up into P3, and now even closer to Rahul Patel. I don't know how, but as they were battling, they got closer to Rahul Patel. Just Patel, maybe, I don't know, was looking at his rear view mirrors at the battle. We'll see though, as here's McGregor on Rahul Patel, actually, as he's going to try for P2, trying to break that McLaren 1-2, as McGregor's going to be on the inside of the British Rahul Patel. The two side by side as they head into turn 3, McGregor on the outside. It's McLaren versus the Ferrari, as McGregor now trying to swing it long way around. He's got the inside line for this corner. The fast right-hander then. I don't really know the corner names, but it's Remus McGregor, P2. What a man, as he gets his teammate Stella, gets Rahul Patel, and that is him in second place. Bravo, Remus McGregor, DTM champion, well deserved. As here's Alfred Klaus having a bit of a scrap with Konkam, as look at that, Luca Eiger, who was able to get past Alfred Klaus. Klaus not being put under pressure from Joachim Konkam, as Will Parrish, as we were focusing on that battle, Will Parrish got past both Miran Evji and Franco Gampa.
Indeed, some great racing here in the finals too. Always nice to see.
Yeah, very, very nice. Obviously, I think Remus McGregor on P2, I think he's going to have to settle for a second place. It's 3.6 gap to Emilia Konishina in P1. As Alfred Klaus just barely outside the top 10. I don't think it's... No, it's not top 10. Yeah, it's not top 10 for points, I believe, but points don't matter in this, so points aren't awarded, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, Alfred Klaus and on the back of Luca Eiger. Could he try it into turn 1, the Swede? Yes, he does, as he's going to try it on the inside of Eiger now, as they head into the first corner side by side. Eiger trying to hold him off on the outside. Eiger's going to have the inside into this corner, turn 3 though, as we see if Charles Scheinert poses any issue, as Eiger's going to be on the inside. Very, very close racing, as Klaus is going to have the inside line now. Eiger does have the better traction around the outside to try and defend. I don't think he has, as Klaus dips a wheel into the gravel, compromising on exit, as Eiger's still going to be able to hold on. These two have been battling the entire race, as Klaus on the inside. Eiger looking a bit sluggish there, as he can't quite complete it. Maybe he does. He has a look to the outside, switches to the inside on Alfred Klaus. Klaus having to go defend the long way round from Luca Eiger, as they head into turn 3, or sector 3, the more tricky part as we approach low speed corners. Slide from Eiger, that's compromised him. Alfred Klaus remains in P10. Great battle.
Now, I don't want to say anything, but McGregor, I don't think he's going to get the win here, but the way he's closing in, I think he would have started a bit more higher. He could have easily gotten the win for this race. So, to be fair, like, great race by McGregor, as Nguyen is now trying a move onto Clifton. Clifton, though defending well, of course, we've seen a lot of drivers battle in this race already. It's really just epic to see them go through these fast corners side by side. As, yeah, they just, yeah, Nguyen nips a bit of a wheel into the grass. That maybe slowed him down a bit. So Clifton now has the upper hand on him. But that's also the inside for him, but still gonna turn into the outside for Clifton. Nguyen now maybe down the corner. This is a braking zone, so now he can get the move done. Can he though? Just no, I don't think it's enough. Is this on the final lap, by the way? Is this battle for which in the 99?
Yes, it is.
Last point paying position. That's Nguyen passed.
Yeah, that's Nguyen passed on the final lap. Very, very good stuff from the Vietnamese driver. But we are going to go on board with Emilia Konishina, as it's been an absolutely flawless race for the Polish driver, as Emilia Konishina will take the win here at the classic Japanese GP. Remus McGregor, P2, I think a few more laps, and he might have gotten Konishina there. Rahul Patel comes up P3. Hwang Min Nguyen just gets P6 on the final lap there. As I think it's going to be Chao Shina that comes on P9. Eiger is going to get P10. Very, very good stuff from Luca Eiger. And yes, we're just waiting for everyone to cross the line. What a race that was!
Yeah, that was really great. These cars really delivered today.
Oh, they definitely did. Just yeah, we saw some absolutely incredible racing. As yeah, we're just waiting for the final car to cross the line. There he is. Congratulations, yeah.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a quiet race, to be fair. Just not much to do. Not much he had to do.
Yep.
2018, that's the NASCAR. That's our last finisher, of course, 4 DNFs.
Yes. And that is the race results then. So I'll take this first page and then you will take the second. So it's Emilia Konishina who takes the victory here at Fuji, with Remus McGregor in P2 also set the fastest lap. And then it's Rahul Patel in the McLaren P3, so it's a double podium for McLaren. Could not quite make it a 1-2, but yeah, it is P3 for him. Giuseppe Stella finishes P4 as he had that battle with McGregor and couldn't quite get Rahul Patel either. As Dennis Groff in the Jordan finishes P5, with Hwang Min Nguyen, who was just able to get Noah Clifton for P6. So Nguyen finishes P6, and then it's Clifton in the Jordan P7 with Ari Soilu. Quiet race for him, but he did very, very well, P8. And this function of Charles Shynot, who had an absolutely great start, and he finishes P9, followed by Luca Iger in P10.
Yeah, and down the order, we have Alfred Klaus. Then we have Tunyaton Konkum, we have Will Parrish, Miran FG, Franco Gamba, Erkin Niet, Aaron Curtis, and Kai Shereznia is the last finisher. In the DNFs we have Alex Luan, Byronas Lukidelis, then we have Adam Hidayat and Henry Brown.
Yes, so yeah, I think that is it. Thanks so much for watching. It's been a very, very spectacular race. Congratulations to Emilia Konishina on the ACOC Classic GP victory. Yeah, it's been very, very fun. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I've been Miran FG.
And I've been Giuseppe Stella.
Thanks so much for watching once again. We will see you next time when the ACOC returns for the first race in 2019. Currently no planned date for that, as yeah, things are you know, we're trying to get things done as soon as possible, so we will deliver you the news when we have it as early as possible. Thanks so much for watching. See you when the 2019 season starts. Thank you